Hi, my name's Kim Diaz. Welcome to the Educational Solutions Parenting Go-To channel. This is segment 10 of the Human Canvas series, helping you to understand your child as much as you love them. Today we will be covering self-esteem and building it, and then discipline versus punishment. Each segment will range between 7 and 10 minutes in length and will focus on what to expect from your child and what you can do to make this childhood the best it can be for both of you. Please remember that this is a guideline for age and stage specifics. If your child shows signs of concern in any area of development, please contact your child's pediatrician for further consideration. So we've been through a quick look of what to expect at the ages and stages of your child's development. We will now look at the factors that affect that development and the influence you have on the child's pattern of growth by your actions. Here's a riddle to ponder. You can't touch it, but it affects how you feel. You can't see it, but it's there when you look at yourself in the mirror. You can't hear it, but it's there every time you talk about yourself. What is this important but mysterious thing? Your self-esteem. Self-esteem is not the same thing as self-concept. Self-esteem is how you feel about yourself, while self-concept is how you see yourself. Your self-concept might include things like your beliefs and values, your appearance, your interests, and your place within groups of friends and even within your family. Your self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. Do you feel like a winner or a loser? It comes from the inside out. We all have those days we doubt ourselves and have a bad day, but if you just can't shake it off, you may need to look deeper within yourself as to why. There are two levels of self-esteem. The lower level is your need for respect from others. I call that the outside in. It's what affects how you feel about yourself and who does that affecting. The higher level has to do with your self-respect. It relies on your inner competencies and has been established through your experiences. I call this the inside-out esteem. This level has a lot to do with a person's growth and development. That's how important being a parent is. Think of the impact you have on your child's self-esteem at any age. You have the opportunity to build self-esteem in your child from early on and throughout their childhood. So if at first you don't succeed, try again. In babies, you can build their self-esteem by caring for them gently. Respond when they cry and give lots of cuddles and smiles. This lets your baby know that they are loved and that they are lovable. This becomes paramount in your baby's self-esteem. Being lovable. We all want to be lovable. It validates us. It creates our positive self-worth. Toddler self-esteem can be built by letting your child explore their environment. Be there if they need you, but let them take the lead. Safety first, of course. Let your toddler make some simple decisions, like, do you want jelly or peanut butter on your toast? This gives them an exciting sense of control, which assists in developing their confidence and sense of self. Allow opportunities for your child to say no, because we know they say that a lot at this age. But if you give them opportunities, it can encourage their self-expression and decision-making skills. These opportunities can be presented in making a choice format by you. In essence, you still have the control, but by offering a couple of safe choices, your toddler makes a choice, building their sense of self. In groups, encourage sharing and then praise your child when they do share. That will encourage empathy in future relationships because it makes them think about somebody else. Building self-esteem in school-age children or older should include nurturing belongingness, both in the family and within your child's friendships. Develop family rituals like family meals or game night. Be a healthy role model and create a can-do culture in your home. Identify and celebrate your child's strengths. And then encourage their talents. Spend quality time with them, both as a family and individually. Take part in community events when you can to build relationships with others. Do all these things But the most important thing you can do to build self-esteem in your child, tell them you love them. Show it and say it a lot. And sometimes just because. Not for any other reason, just because. As we look at building self-esteem, we need to know the difference between discipline and punishment. And there's a huge difference. Discipline is a form of training that corrects or shapes moral character, whereas punishment, on the negative end, is a suffering or pain that serves as a retribution for an unwanted behavior. Discipline's end goal should always be self-discipline. Self-discipline provides a sense of control. It meets one's needs without shame. It enhances confidence. It builds self-esteem and sets the foundation for cooperation and compromise, the basics of healthy relationships. Discipline has a lifelong goal that allows for personal growth. Punishment provides an immediate, painful action and can inflict damage that can also have a lifelong effect, a very damaging one. Think about your action and reaction as a parent. Follow a guideline to ensure the development and growth through a healthy discipline approach. Tell your child what they can do rather than what they can't. Protect and preserve your child's feelings that they are lovable and capable. Offer them choices only when you are willing to abide by their decision. Please don't set them up for failure. Change the environment sometimes instead of the child's behavior. If you change the environment, the behavior may change on its own. Work with children instead of against them. Give children safe limits they can understand. Recognize their feelings without accepting their actions and make sure your child understands the difference. Like you can say, "I like you a lot, but I don't like what you did." Separate them from their action so they don't own that. They own the action, they don't own what goes with it, with a negative sense. Maintain your parental authority calmly and consistently. Set a good example. Speak and act only in the ways you want your child to speak and act, because they are watching you all the time. We are all human. When you do make a mistake in your own behavior or judgment and your child sees it, spend time talking with them about it. Sometimes an apology can go a long way and they will respect you for it. Above all, remember that discipline is a lifestyle. It's always changing because it changes who we are. It's not a technique, it's a lifestyle. Until next week's segments on parenting styles and guidelines, stay well, stay healthy, and stay parent strong.